So we are setting off here in this Chevy Trail Boss Custom. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be going over a 2021 Chevy Trail Boss Custom with the new tailgate. And first and foremost, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Chevy here in Murray for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory link below. Let's just get right into the video. So under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 15 around town and then 19 on the highway, with power outputs being 420 horsepower and then 460 pound-feet of torque. Now let's go with the front end of this Trail Boss Custom. So first off, notice that we've got the 6.2L badge, and then we've got the halogen bulbs here with all of the black accenting around, and then notice the whole grille has been darkened as well. Got the Chevrolet logo kind of printed into it. Got the Z71 logo. Red tow hooks to signify it's a Trail Boss, and then also you have the venting on either side, which looks great, but that's the front end. Coming on the side here, we've got two 65mm tires wrapped around 20-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And then as for the design on the wheels, they look pretty good, and you can see the tires, really aggressive. Not a fan of the fact that it's got 20s. I wish they were 18s, right? Because it's an off-road package, but anyways, there's a look at the front suspension. There's our Z71 badge right here, and then notice that the mirrors match the door handles, which is pretty nice, and then the trim around the windows. And then here is our full side view at this Trail Boss. And then also notice we've got the Trail Boss logo there on the bed. And then you guys can see the leaf springs here and then the Rancho shocks as well. And that's all for that. Here is our key fob for this Trail Boss Custom. And guess what? We have remote start, but we also have the tailgate lowering down function on the fob itself, which is pretty cool. We have a payload capacity of 1,674 pounds, towing capacity of 9,300 pounds with this truck. Notice we have the liner here already, which is definitely nice. We do have LED lights here in the bed as well, which is awesome. And then we have the new tailgate. So let me see if I press, yes, I pressed the right button for once. We have the new bed step. You have that to help out, but you know what? I'm 24, so it's easy for me to get in. So yeah, it's got all that happening. Also, there's the roof. That's all. Woo! It doesn't have the automatic raise function, but anyways, that's what the rear looks like. Notice we have the signature Chevy taillights. Got your custom badge right here. Got the bumper steps. You've got the exhaust tips as well as the receiver hitch and then the black Chevy bow tie, and that's all for that. Now here's the door panel in the rear, so you guys will notice that it's kind of soft touch right here. I do like the look of that trim right there though. Window control, and then we've got full cloth seats because it is the custom package. We do have the rubber floor covering though, which is nice. Pretty high up without side steps, but you guys can see legroom. Headroom as well. Got some vents down here, and yeah, pretty normal seats. Let's head to the front. Now here is the door panel at the front, so same as what you have in the rear. There's a quick look at the mirror, and then all of our window controls. That one is automatic. And then here are seats at the front with all of the cloth trim, and then the bolstering here on the side. They are manually adjustable. Z71 logo on the floor mats, and then notice the pedals. Got the parking brake here. We've got our light controls right there, and then notice we got that for the cargo light. Our drive line select. This has auto, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and then that's for your trailer tow mode. And other than that, there's where we look before we pop in. Do 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 do. So here is our steering wheel for the Trail Boss Custom. You guys can see the material all around with the blacked out Chevy bow tie. Got our cruise control here with the basically the distance function right there. We've got our voice command controls as well. Turn signal / windshield wiper stock, and then we've got our column shifter here with the manual shift function with that 10-speed, but that's all. Fuel low, that never happens on the Ben Hardy channel, but here is the center gauge clutch. You can see all of the analog gauges all around, and then there's a few different menus you can scroll through here on the side. On top of that, pretty standard stuff, and yeah, that's all. Now here's the center infotainment system. First off, if we pop it into reverse, there's a backup camera with trajectory lines that do turn with the steering wheel, and also you can put it to be a trailer tow mode. But anyways, this is Chevy's smaller infotainment system. Response time is just as good, but obviously everything is smaller, and sorry about the plastic wrapping on it. It's like all crumpled up, so it's kind of hard to use. But you still get Android Auto, still get Apple CarPlay, you still get all the functions on the bigger screen. It's just, it's smaller. Analog climate controls. This does have just a single zone climate. You got our hill descent control, stability control, hazard lights, tailgate drop down, auto stop start, trailer brakes, and then kind of the charging area. There's no power outlet though. And then you guys can see the flooring right there. A couple cup holders right here. And then you guys can see the center console with some nice padding on it, which is actually a bench seat, and there is no under seat storage. But we've got Le dual glove box, and then you guys can kind of see everything here on the dash. They keep it pretty basic here in the custom package. And then you guys can see here at the top, fixed glass in the rear, but that's all. Oh, there's a lot of glare, so it's kind of hard to see the window sticker, but anyways, the total MSRP on this is $50,925, and wait for it, wait a little bit longer, wait a little bit longer. Let's take it out and drive it. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. There's visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, and the rest of the rear. Let's set off. So we are setting off here in this Chevy Trail Boss Custom. And we're gonna do a little bit of a shorter route today because I have this sneaking suspicion that the truck is gonna run out of fuel and I'm gonna get trapped. So we're not gonna do that. But anyways, we'll make things quick. I've driven quite a few Trail Bosses, so it is not going to be a big deal whatsoever. First off, ride quality with the Trail Boss, really solid. With the Rancho shocks, it helps absorb things a little bit better. You still have leaf springs in the back, so you still get a little bit of that wheel hop over big bumps, but it's not a bad thing, or it's not bad at all by any means. It's a very comfortable daily driver truck. I just drove a Colorado before this, and yeah, it's like a night and day difference between the two trucks. Like the Colorado, on the one hand, is like, you know, quite a bit harsher. This feels like super luxury. So yeah, there is definitely, again, a very big perceivable difference. Now, moving on from that, seat comfort's really good in the Custom, and the 6.2, you guys have seen plenty of videos with me doing accelerations with them, does a really good job. It's got tons of torque, tons of power, acceleration is great, and yeah, no complaints with that whatsoever. And so with all that being said, let's kind of, I guess, going through this neighborhood, get into slightly summing things up here with the Trail Boss Custom. So first off, from an exterior styling perspective, I think that the Trail Boss Custom still looks great. It still looks like a Trail Boss. It still has aggressive off-road tires. It's just an aesthetically pleasing looking truck overall. So I think that that is a positive all in itself. And then interior wise, right, it's a little bit more on the base side of things, but if that's kind of what you are looking for, then it is definitely a great thing to go for. And I guess that I'm going to do a little bit of a little bit of a turn through this cul-de-sac. Hello folks, don't mind me, I'm just almost out of gas. Oh, the turning radius is not good enough. We were close though. We were very close. Well, I guess we got to see a turning radius test for once. But yeah, you guys know I'm a huge fan of 6.2, and the fact that you can get the 6.2 at a price point that's so reasonable, I think that in itself is a huge positive. And so my rating for this, now this is kind of interesting because this segment is kind of almost non-existent other than the Trail Boss, because yes, this does compete against the Rebel, but it's more of an LT Trail Boss that competes against the Rebel rather than the Custom. The Custom is a little bit less expensive. So for this segment where it's an entry-level off-road truck, but it's the budget version, right, you get the less upgraded interior, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. The fact that you can get a 6.2 V8, I think, is absolutely crazy, and it definitely, it just wants me to give it a little bit of a higher rating, because it's like this truck is only $50,000 and you're able to get this premium engine, and it still has great off-road capability and all that. And so I don't know, I see that as a huge positive. And so yeah, if you're looking for an entry-level off-road truck with an entry-level interior, Trail Boss Custom with a 6.2 V8, that is the way to go if you ask me. That's gonna sum things up for our video here on this 2021 Chevy Trail Boss Custom. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Chevy here in Murray for giving me some time with the truck. Check out the inventory link below. I'll see you guys in the next video.